Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Viva Betty. I am Mark Indelicato.
And I'm Ana Ortiz.
The most beautiful woman in the world.
Come on.
I mean. And we're recapping episode 2, season 1.
One of the most iconic episodes.
I just wanted to...
we came out the gate like, raw.
And as a person that is just watching this television program for the first time.
May I just say, I just need to remind everybody that Marky has never watched the show. So this is absolutely amazing.
Yes. And I'm riveted. Like, I really am.
Isn't it so good?
I like this TV show.
I'm telling you what.
But let me tell you something. Before we start and really dive into the episode, I really want to just say, this is like the Hilda origin story episode. This is like the finger wagging. The quips, the everything. You are truly extraordinary in this episode. I was, and I know that you're a fantastic actress, you know what I mean? Like, it's fine. But like, this episode, I was like, oh, like, you're like crafting Hilda.
Well, I will thank you, by the way. That means so much because you have never seen it. And that really, really means so much to me because watching this show back, I realized like, wow, we got to play characters that were so layered and so funny and complicated and messy and all the things. And so I appreciate you saying that. But I will say, my cousin, I remember when the show started, hello, Francesca, I'm talking to you. My cousin Frenchie, when she would watch the show, she would be like, bitch, you owe me 10% because I know you are doing me. That is me. That is me up there. That is, it's hilarious.
I'm just saying, like, before we just dive into it, like, it is just so, it's so incredible, like to just in episode 2, to see your process, like, and what became Hilda, like the ways in which the writers then wrote for you moving forward.
That's right. And I will tell you, because
you established that in episode 2.
I love you for saying it. And that was why this team was so flippin' incredible. I think the same thing happened for Mark. I think the same thing happened for Betty. I think the same thing happened for all of us, Becky.
That's for sure.
You know, I think they really sort of got to know us as people and then just wrote to that. But I appreciate you saying that. You my bestie, you my boo forever.
I know. No, and I'm not even just saying that because you're the love of my life. I'm just saying, like, it's just an objectively fantastic.
How many times, though, after that episode, and I know, I'm wondering actually if you remember this, when like we would come in and be like,
don't say the line.
No, I'm not. No, a different line. When we, especially America, she would always be like, no matter how many times nobody can understand antioxidants.
We were definitely talking a lot. We were very much saying antioxidant
and Herbalux.
Antioxidants a lot. We were
very
much saying that.
Well, I have to say, I so much appreciate you saying that.
I can't, we can't even start the episode without me just saying that to you. Like, it was, because again, I've never seen this television program.
Right. Well, and to your credit, and we'll get into it later, it's coming up and we will talk about it soon, but you definitely had some moments that were so iconic and pivotal and like subtle and amazing. And that's what you brought as a child actor who didn't even know, but just your instincts of who it was, you brought that. And I will point them out when they come.
Can I also say before we start that like watching it for the first time is, well, exhilarating, but also it feels so foreign. Because I look at him, like I look at myself.
It's you.
But it's so far away. Like it just like I'm looking at myself, right? Like in these scenes and in these episodes, and I'm just kind of like, who is, like, that's just like a nice little boy.
And yet to me, by the way, it seems like it was yesterday, and I'm like, oh, I remember.
It feels
that was
so
2
far
minutes
away
ago.
for me.
No, to me, it seems like it was 45 seconds ago.
It's crazy.
That's why I tolerate you're crazy.
Well,
Pardon me.
I mean, you're not doing a bang up job of not being crazy.
Dare.
So, I mean, really.
Okay.
And on that note, let's get into the episode.
We start with, what is it called?
The Box and the Bunny.
The Box and
episode
the Bunny.
2.
We love the bunny. Okay, so I have to say something about this. Betty decorating her desk, to me, is a very Latin thing. It's a very...
That's right.
Look, you've driven in my cars. My car has a statue of the Virgin Mary on the dashboard that I got.
A Puerto Rican flag.
A Puerto Rican flag.
Yeah.
That's right. La bandera boricua. Thank you very much. Hanging from my dashboard mirror.
Jesus
we decorate people. That's what I love about it. It's so specific.
You love a tchotchke.
I love it. And then look at Betty's desk. I mean, to me, that was... We decorate.
Also, when she put the frog on her desk, I said, now, hold on now.
Yeah.
That would look really cute in my new kitchen.
That was the one thing we didn't steal from Seth. P.S. When we got canceled, we stole a lot of shit.
I stole everything.
We stole a lot of stuff.
I had the PAs running out to the Teamsters, and they were in on it, too.
They were. The Teamsters
They were in on it, too.
They were very nice. But then we did get ratted out a little bit.
But who cares?
Nobody cares.
Anyway.
Okay. So Betty is decorating her desk, which I thought, wow, the specifics of it, the very Latina of it all was so fabulous to me.
And obviously the star of this episode is the bunny that Hilda gave her for her graduation from Queens College.
What did he call it? The value college?
It was like the most affordable college.
No, it was literally, he called it the value college. Value college.
College.
By the way, anybody out there who's going to like city colleges, you're getting the best education.
By the way, you're doing the right thing.
That's right.
Because guess what?
Don't go in debt.
Guess what $250,000 gets you?
Nothing.
Debt and a bad attitude.
That's right. Guess what community college gets you? Knowledge, friends, connections.
College is what you make of it.
He did not. Yes, he did.
Yes, I did.
Yes, he went to NYU.
We should do a new segment of like my inspirational quote for the day.
I'm so down. Okay.
So then like we, blah,
blah, blah.
And then Daniel.
I will say this. So when Betty comes in to Daniel, I feel like, did we start the fake news trend? Because she was like, he said, because he was like, you can't talk about my shoes because they're made in child labor camps.
I don't think that we got...
And he's like, lie about it.
I don't know that it's... That bit, I don't think was fake news. I think that was just narrative construction.
Like manipulate.
But once we get into the Natalie Whitman stuff, that's fake news.
You do the math.
First of all,
Sorry, I had to do it.
By the way,
he literally just pointed me. You can't see it, or maybe you can.
They can see it.
Well, not everybody's watching. You do the math.
You do the math.
By the way, we need Marky's voice of that. Like, we need the clip. What is it called? We need the clip of you saying.
It more sounds like that's like, you do the math.
Okay. So anyway.
So they meet Natalie Whitman, who is obviously this very like Bridget Jones type of character.
Yes.
And they're saying, and everyone, by the way, everyone calling her fat. This poor woman.
Well, this is my question. Is this is what we leave behind? This is
that is definitely a leave it. That is definitely a leave it.
Because by the way, she was like
she was a size 4.
And they did say it on the show. I mean, that was sort of the point of the whole show.
Absolutely. But I'm just saying that like it is. But the truth of the matter is that yes, we want to leave it there, but we can't because it is so present.
It's still happening now.
It is so present.
I actually think it's coming back right now. I think that whole like heroin chic, all of that is coming.
The Facetune of it all.
Well,
like the ways in which they were photoshopping, right? Like we're talking about 2007.
Yeah, that photoshopping was Photoshop.
It was but it looks bobo because it was 2007
to the bow.
But now even in 2025. We're face tuning.
A giant head and a little skinny
waist and big boobs.
Well,
period.
Listen,
but and that's what are we doing now though?
Yes, exactly.
Like, aren't we doing the exact same thing?
We are for sure.
And I just think that was, I think that Betty meeting, like Daniel inviting Betty to meet Natalie Whitman, a person that she actually like really admires.
Which was so
and
cool.
then seeing the ways in which it went down.
Can I just say, just on a total side note, Eric looked super handsome in this episode.
Oh, he looked gorgeous.
Eric Mabius was like giving me so much smoke. I was like, wait, what? I forgot that he was
looked
like
gorgeous.
So hot. Love.
And he was and
he gives you like a vulnerability. Like
there's there's like a gravitas to him,
is, right?
No, I think so.
Okay.
I really do.
I just had to say it. So then the book.
Well.
Okay.
Ciao. Now,
so the
this
book
started stressing me out.
Why?
Because I've never seen this.
Why did it stress you though?
Because why would she take the book?
Didn't you see the creepy man with the squeegee?
Okay, that's a janitor. So janitors are creepy.
Well, he was.
Why don't we leave that in 2007?
We made him purposefully creepy so that she had a reason to take the book. But I'm just saying the book.
She could have put it in a drawer and locked the door. Now, obviously, if she did that, there would be no story. So obviously, we continue on.
She leads from a place of faith and goodness. That's our Betty.
Yes, of course it is. However, she's making a huge mistake.
Wait, so we haven't had the Natalie retouch scene yet, right?
No, we haven't.
Oh, can I just interject one little thing? This might be, I don't want to make this too much of a tangent, but I have to say something right off the bat before we go any further.
What?
I know I have to take a pause because
Jesus. This is going to be
America's wig.
Oh, I hate, no, Anna, that's the segment later. We're talking about things that we hate. That's a segment later? Okay. That's a segment later. That synthetic type of unit.
With the bangs. Do you remember the fight we had about it? She was not. Okay, look. All right, we'll come back to it. Just let me know when you're coming back to it.
No, we're doing like fashion or flop. We're doing fashion or flop.
Well, we already know what the flop is. Okay. So, wait. So then we go to lunch. We go to lunch with my girl, Ashley Jensen, Christina.
And Betty's, doing the empanadas.
The way the like stinky empanadas like walk. Our director, Cherie, brilliant. The way she did all of these like crazy shots.
Yes.
But the stinky, they're not stinky, but to these people, they're stinky.
To these people.
The quote unquote stink or putrid, as Amanda
says. Yes.
Walking putrid through the scene.
Which I'm also like, period. I'm out here like eating an empanada.
Give me an empanada right now.
By the way, Becky Newton herself would eat the empanada.
She would eat 10 empanadas. Yes. By the way, Becky Newton.
This is I also wanted to mention Amanda in this episode.
Brilliant.
Brilliant, like as always. But I think that in the same way that I feel like if I'm calling this episode like the Hilda origin story, I'm feeling it's, everyone is finding their character.
That's right.
Everyone is finding it. Because to be completely honest, I feel that like, moving forward in even a few episodes forward, what I remember shooting, Amanda was not as like cruel.
Right.
As she was in episode 2.
But even because it's Becky Newton doing it, even within that, you still see her crazy vulnerability. It's bananas. That's a testament to these incredible actors. Like, absolutely. She just slayed it because she's being so hateful. But then you see in this moment, actually, in the lunch moment, when they're all sort of talking to Betty, and she like tries to join in with the nerd, with what she thinks is like the nerds or the horrible, and she's trying and she gets left out, and then you see her sitting there by herself, like alone and sort of like forlorn.
Sure.
Like that is a testament to our delicious Amanda, because to Becky, because Amanda, she gave Amanda so many layers.
Yes. But I just think that like there is so much like moving forward in terms of like, obviously I haven't watched it, but being there of like the vulnerability of Amanda coming out so much more. I was kind of surprised to have watched the episode and see just the words coming out of her mouth
Right.
feel like it like she like I
No
feel like
other
Becky Newton,
actor
the
could have done
actress,
it,
but
yeah.
also the writers
Yeah.
finding like our voices.
That's
and I
right.
really think that that's something that like our listeners and watchers like need to understand is that like when you're working on a television show, especially one that goes on for seasons and seasons, you know, that you have the same people working with you and that are writing for you, it's like they get to know your voice.
And they write to it.
And they amplify it.
Right. They
you know
get
what I
it.
mean? They lean
it.
into like what your strengths are.
And to the writer's credit, they go even a step further because, like, for instance, like there's three women plus Betty. It's Christina and gosh, like Zelda, I want to say is her name, and then the one who's like, I'm a vegan.
The vegan.
Who like hilariously like
boo tomatoes.
By the way, miserably eats her like one leaf of lettuce. That's what I mean. Like,
you know, my fiance was a vegan for 3 years.
Listen,
could you imagine?
Is he now?
No,
child. So she's like miserably eating her like one. But that is so like kudos to that New York actress who like put everything in to her fucking moment and she killed it because she just literally like. I'm a vegan.
No,
and
no,
then, like,
she
shoveled.
the actress ate it up.
Not only that, but then Zelda,
But
she was like, if they retouched me, I'd be a. I'm sorry, I had to stop because this line this might be one of my iconic lines. They retouched me, I'd be a pre-crack Whitney. The way I forgot about that line.
Too soon.
The way I forgot about that line and the way I fell out of my chair. I'd be a pre-crack. Well, Whitney was still alive.
But I know.
Okay,
but it's
I'm
too
just
soon
saying.
for you to bring it up.
No, that was hilarious. And you know who would love it? Whitney Houston.
Whitney would love it.
She would. Bobby! She would. Anyway, sorry.
And I just and so then we, you know, there's like obviously this power struggle between Daniel and Wilhelmina, and Wilhelmina, like we see Wilhelmina having the book when Bradford tells Daniel about the book. Like we see Wilhelmina kind of like getting out of her town car, which by the way, I miss town cars.
Me too.
Jeez.
Oh,
everyone wants to be in an Escalade.
Car.
I want to be in a town car.
Me
anyway,
too.
That's
classy.
We
simple.
We should have a bonus episode about town cars because I love them.
So then we open at our house with the novela.
Well, no, but then no, I want to talk about Daniel and Wilhelmina first.
Oh, okay.
And then, are you bothered?
No, go ahead.
Well, no, but he asserts himself.
He
like
did.
He's like
he was
acting
very,
like
no.
maybe that was the
moment
like an
I was
editor
like,
in
he
chief.
was super hot. Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
And then before we go to the house, before we get to the house, Betty's bunny that you gave her is stolen. And I was like, okay, now where'd it go?
Who did it?
No. Every episode of Ugly Betty, by the way, is a whodunit.
That's right.
Because every time we cut to Faye and stuff, I'm like, who is that?
By the way, is it Faye?
No, it isn't.
Well, you don't know. You can't
I was there.
Out here making
I was there.
Statements.
Listen, I might not have watched the show. I was there.
Well, we didn't even know at the time who the hell that was.
And then, this I loved.
Okay.
The scene with Mark and Wilhelmina when he's massaging her feet.
Oh my God.
And this, just once again.
Again.
Michael fucking Urie.
All the flowers. Yeah.
Like just every little micro, like every movement is so deliberate, but not forced. And he's just such a good actor.
He really.
Like it is just incredible to watch him on screen.
Agreed. I could watch him.
I could watch him read the phone book.
Absolutely.
As Mark St. James.
As
Michael Urie, but also as Mark St. James.
Don't we all miss Mark St. James? Mark! I'm maliciously upset, Mark.
You know what, though?
Yeah.
I will just say that when we started doing Hacks, that my character being an assistant, I thought about Mark St. James.
Yeah, you did.
Mark St. James is very much imbued in what Damien does on Hacks.
That's right.
because he's just such a good actor. And the thing about Michael Urie is that he was cast as a guest star.
Yes.
Like, Michael Urie was actually not technically.
No, they were going to have like a rotating assistant for Wilhelmina.
And by the way, to Vanessa Williams' credit, as I think the story goes, she was like, no, I like him. He stays. And, you know, thank God. But also, like, how could you deny that kind of talent?
Well, and their chemistry was amazing. The chemistry between he and Becky was amazing. Okay, so anyways, now can we get back to the Suarez house?
Yes, we can.
Wait, why am I so... Wait, I think I told you I wanted this all to be about me.
Well, we're getting to you.
Not me, but our house. Okay. Oh, so again, the novela. I know I asked you this last time, but again, now we have a pregnant maid who's pregnant by the priest. And she's making out him, then she smacks him across the face.
And she said, it's your baby.
And she said it in Spanish, look at you knowing it. And she said, it's your, and he was like,
well, there were subtitles.
Were there?
Yeah.
Oh.
There weren't?
Keep it or lose it.
There weren't subtitles.
I didn't think
I
there
might
were.
know some Spanish. Holy shit. I know more.
Look at you. It's your fiance.
My fiance.
He has to mention it every day. Okay. Sorry, you guys.
Sorry that you've been married for 100 years.
How very dare you?
You loved it. You loved it when you got engaged.
I sure did.
Anyway, continue.
So keeping it, we're keeping it because it is I'm saying for the keep or stay in the time. But I think we can keep it because it is the novella of it all.
Absolutely. And I think that's also such a cultural like touchstone.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I think that and I love.
And you need that.
And I think that also, like, in episode 1 and episode 2, you know, the pullback from the novella into the Suarez house.
It's like the most delicious
pullback it's so
ever.
lovely.
Again,
and
our director Sheree, amazing.
Yes, and I mean, and Richard started it. You know, Richard Shepard started
set the tone
with Selma in the first episode. But I just think that is the ways in which, like, it's almost, in my opinion, watching it as a viewer, like, it's almost like a palate cleanser.
Yes.
To get into the Suarez house. You know what I mean?
And this is when we first get you, which again, like, hopefully we can get the clip of you going, you do the math.
And I think I did a little flourish like this.
You for sure did a flourish.
Gay. Me not knowing that I was gay was wild watching this back.
Didn't you know?
Child.
You came in. Look, okay, little side note. There was a moment.
I don't even know what you're going to say, but I hate you already. Like, I'm mad at you already. You are such a pig.
Into my trailer. You came into my trailer. This is first season. We were in LA.
I hate you.
You came into my trailer and because we just hung out. I was like, come and hang out with me. You came and you were hanging out and I had all of my fabulous shoes out and you put on my heels. You were like, ooh. And you were walking back and forth.
They were nice. Like,
yes. I know they were gorgeous.
And I walked very lovely.
Walked lovely.
I was a nice 7.5 to 37.
Got to
37.
Walking and swishing and just being your fabulous 11-year-old self in my heels. And then, of course, you know, production. Knock, knock, knock on my trailer door.
I kicked them up.
The way you kicked them shoes
they might have broken a window the way I kicked them
they
off.
They were a rocket ship.
They
kicked those shoes up. You looked at me and I was like.
I sat down on the couch like this.
You looked at me like, don't tell. And I was like, in a million years, I wouldn't. And here I am telling. Look,
we could tell now.
A million years later,
I've worn many a heel. Okay,
I used to wear better than me.
Only a few years ago, I was wearing dog chains around my neck.
That's true.
I think that we're past it.
I posted it on my birthday note to you. Okay, so
back to it.
Okay, so you did. This is also, I have to say. Gina and I have this. Gina Gambarro, Ava Gaudet, the brilliant.
No,
again,
truly.
Ava.
Like Gina Gambarro is one of the
iconic characters.
One of the iconic characters of the show.
For sure.
And easily like I feel like people don't give her flowers for this show, because I remember working with her. First of all, incredible human being.
First of all, and if you would ever get a chance, if you are ever in the East Coast area and you can hear her sing, because she goes and she sings a lot, her voice will
shout out
you.
to Ava Gaudet. We need to get her on the pod.
Oh, she's coming. Trust me.
We got to get her on the pod.
Name the time. I will say that we had entrances. Like, I came in like, the day I've had, like, just again, like
and the look was looking.
Okay, no. Okay, so this is what I want to talk about.
The look was looking.
No, this is what the pony was not good. The side pony.
No, I hated your hair.
It was terrible.
No, I hated it.
It was horrible.
I wanted like baby hairs and like a bit, but
no, it was like I literally just took a fake ponytail and like glued it onto the side of.
That was plastic type of hair.
Well, it was. We were in the plastic era.
Right. It was
that
plastic
was our plastic
hair,
era.
But it was
Betty's
but guess
wig
what?
and my fucking side pony.
But the push-up bra was doing something.
Well, listen.
The push-up bra was doing
I didn't
something.
have kids yet.
And the hips were hipping.
No,
before the BBL.
That's right. That was
before the BBL.
100% Boricua, baby.
Natural.
The natch.
In full-blown, like a Cavalli pant with like some bargain basement type of top.
I think this was Santee Alley. For those who don't know, Santee Alley is
it's like where all the drag queens go.
A very cool area. Yes, a very cool area in LA where you can get like all the knockoffs.
Also,
that blouse though.
No. I kind of live.
Like it?
I live for the blouse.
I didn't.
I live for the blouse.
It was
and I live for the
Hilda.
necklaces.
I love the
necklaces.
necklaces.
If you had human hair pony in,
it would have worked.
Would have worked.
Okay. Say
if
less.
you had a human hair type of pony.
Okay. I'll take it. Listen, I will take it.
And your hair was, by the way, your hair was short at this time.
I did have short hair.
You had short hair. So there wasn't that much that they could do with you without putting pieces in.
Well, they just stuck it to the side of my head. It was ridiculous. It was not incorporated well.
I liked the top.
Okay, you like the top. Good. Well, I'm glad to hear it. Me personally, I would have left it.
I hated the side pony, but I loved the top.
Okay, and what about the little scarf around?
Hated.
Yeah, bad.
Hated. Unless it matches. Unless it's giving Poochie.
It was not.
Unless we're on a yacht and it's Poochie, it's not happening.
Hilda on a yacht, not even.
No, Hilda on a. First of all,
Hilda
I'm sorry.
on like the Staten Island Ferry,
guys,
maybe.
I'm getting spin-off ideas.
Yeah. Oh well, all day long.
Hilda on a yacht. Bravo. But you're the only one acting.
You
on below deck as Hilda.
Wait, the ugly Betty, the Suarez family goes on below deck.
Tony Plana would.
It's a crisis. I cook. Stop.
Tony,
I can't.
Okay.
He kicks the chef. Okay, sorry. We're going.
So then we.
Wait, also I have to say Tony's character, Ignacio, say, we got to get some Latins.
We didn't get there yet.
Yeah, we did. We're talking about the magazine. They're looking at the book, right? Because Betty brings the book. She brings the book to the house.
And the bunny is held hostage. No,
yeah, we're in the house now.
Oh, God. Okay, we're in the house.
I made my entrance. I talked about antioxidants. What are you talking?
I'm sorry. I watched it 2 days ago.
I know. He's literally never watched it before.
Well,
I've watched
Gina
it 47
is demanding
times.
$4,000.
Gina. So again, she makes the entrance of all entrances. She calls America a Mexican banshee.
Yes. And also, by the way, we do like Justin does like a very lovely Devil Wears Prada callback when he sees the book.
The book.
Because she's like, this is the book. And he's like, oh my God, like you have that book.
You have the book. And she's like, how do you know what the book is?
I've seen Prada 7 times.
By the way, we had seen Prada 7 times. We for sure.
I can't even count how many times I've seen that film.
Who can't, right?
Oh God, it's
Everybody
in production right now. I'm so excited. Number 2.
Squeeze. So excited about it. Okay.
I wanted to be in it so bad. Anyway.
So Mexican banshee. Oh, and then this is when I start to get.
And you start finger wagging. This is where the Hilda origin story really begins. Because you start finger wagging and you start
I have to tell you what, I mean, it was so juicy.
It's very, very much what I remember as like the way that you played Hilda.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. And I remember there was a point where I sort of got scared, like, am I going too far? And I just remember, and the writers, again, to your point, like the writers really just kept writing her and giving her more and getting that essence of it. And I was like, no, there is no too far. This is Betty.
Yeah.
And yes. And I also remember when I was like, bitch, out my house.
Yes.
There's so many iconic lines in
there
this.
are so many iconic lines. And I just, and to be completely honest, Gina ends up stealing the book.
Well, can I just say
yes.
her another iconic line, and we'll move on, but I will say when she was like, I'm a bad seed. I did a year in juvie.
Yeah.
I die for Ava Gaudet. No, I live and die for her.
Needs to, don't worry. I just have to say she will be on the pod. There's no doubt.
So then we find out the book gets. Oh wait, first of all, a shout out to our director because there's that whole montage of Bradford stealing and Gina stealing.
Yes,
and the way she did it, like the gorgeousness of this show.
And she also is in a high heel chewing gum.
That's right.
Loud.
Her charm
clinking, clacking. I'm asleep.
She's jingling, baby.
I'm asleep.
You're dead asleep.
Wow. Period.
That's you.
I took a trazodone.
I can't eat it. Hilda gave you some Benadryl.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
She was like, sleep on the couch.
Yeah, sleep on the couch. Take your Benadryl.
I ain't got time for you.
You're talking too much.
Headphones. Okay, so then we find out the book gets stolen.
The book is stolen, and we know who stole it.
We do.
And we get up, it's the new morning. Betty finds out the book has been stolen.
Okay, but can I say to you, again, like how you've been giving us all of our flowers, this is where Justin starts to creep in. Because also, I mean, I've seen Prada 7 times. It's definitely a creep into who you are, for sure. But in this one pure, brilliant moment of you finding out the book gets stolen and you fully gay gasp.
Yes.
I mean, fully clutch your pearls, your proverbial pearls, and hand over the mouth. It was so like, oh, we see you. We know who you are. Yes. And that was 1,000% you.
I actually did laugh out loud when I saw that.
That was 1,000% you. That was not written. Made me laugh. That was not anything. Like you could have just stood there and been like, "What?" You didn't.
It really made me laugh because I was just like, "Wow!" Like. But just us like finding our characters.
That's right.
Like that's just
And even Tony, it's a crisis. I'll make some eggs.
Exactly. Yeah. I have to cook.
I have to cook. Like all of us. You're right. That's very interesting.
But the establishment of those characters, I just think it's such a testament to the writers and also to Silvio and just to every creative involved that from episode 2. They were establishing who are these people?
Yes.
And that it was truly an ensemble. And I think that in obviously in episode 1 in the pilot, it's like you need to get to know Betty and the dynamics and the world in which she lives, that she is obviously.
But they did that with also including all of us.
Of course.
It was just
because
amazing.
You have to know that. But in episode 2, we're starting to really delve into who are these people though? not just in the context of how they're related to Betty or the way that Betty feels about them.
Well, I think
much.
also this episode really establishes who Betty is in terms of the theme of this episode being sort of like her true goodness, her true honesty, right? Like even at the beginning when she's like, when he tells her about the shoes and stuff like that, like her sort of like, I can't lie. And he's like, lying's okay. It's okay. And even when she's calling Daniel, she's like, I have to tell him about the book. She's like, I have to tell him I lost the book.
But you tell her to lie.
I say, no, girl, I will handle it. I will handle it. And Betty's like, in her goodness is like, no. And I'm like, no. I'm going to handle this for us. Like, la.
Yes.
And then, of course, I'm like, I make you put your headphones on. Another iconic.
Which also.
That bitch. When I find out she stole it.
Yes.
Oh, wait. So the fight scene, just on another little fashion side
Well,
note.
then you guys go over.
No, but did the outfit, the fight scene outfit. with those like slash jeans of mine.
You know I love those.
I love.
You know I love those. The
I
bedazzled
love
with
bedazzled.
They weren't slashed. They weren't ripped. They were like spray painted.
No, it was slash. It was
They
like,
were?
yes.
I love them.
And the little like flower top.
I love them.
And that synthetic hair actually didn't look terrible. Don't you dare. The way he's looking at me, y'all, if y'all could see, if you're not watching on video,
it looked terrible.
I really cannot.
It looked, honestly, I'm surprised because I thought it looked worse than the side pony.
Than the side pony?
Anna.
This is
that
like,
was
wow.
actual
This is like, wow.
plastic hair.
No, it was plastic hair.
Or hair that was painted with Sherwin-Williams.
I can't with you. I cannot. Okay, so I will say, so we have the big fight.
How
Betty
was that,
in.
by the way? Like, did you have like a choreographer about like?
No, I don't remember us having that. I just remember.
Okay, but that's fierce that you didn't.
Yeah, because Ava is a flippin' the best.
She really is a consummate professional.
Man, and we just were having so. I mean, we never had more
one
fun.
of my favorite lines, which we're getting to I think my favorite line in the entire like time that I've ever like remember working on the show, but it's literally when you guys are trying to get your bracelets out of each other, and it's Ava going, "Ow, ow." It's I don't know, the way that she says "ow."
I
just
love it.
Sent me like I literally was laughing, and she's like pulling it out of her, and she's like, "Ow."
Yes. That like, and then when I pulled her weave out, and I just go,
ew. And so that brings us though. So they end up not getting the book, by the way.
We didn't get
because
the book.
There was, another person that came and got it, because we do know that Wilhelmina did get the intel from the driver about about it, and when Betty's on her way. Right. So obviously we know, of course, who goes and gets it. It's obviously Mark, but we get into the fight, whatever. And then probably the most iconic Hilda line, I think, that has ever been uttered on this television program.
I mean, definitely we say it to each other all the time.
I guess we owe you $4,000.50 is
shade.
I just think, like, but babe, like the way that's my like such a core memory for me
too.
That like. And it was in episode 2 of season 1. We did 85 episodes. I don't think that you've had a more iconic line.
I know. I don't know that you did. We shall see. We shall see.
Well, I mean, as I watch it, I mean, I suppose that I can find something, but I just think that like it really is so iconic.
It is. And I love it. And
it's such a
that's going to be on a t-shirt.
Yes.
Okay, so now we move into we're going back to the office, right?
Yeah, we go back to the office. So
Betty's like, I have to own up. I've got to tell. I've got to tell what it is.
Yes, she's being the good guy.
I love that
she normally does.
That she's like, Gina Gambarro stole it, and he's like, no. She goes, no, Gina Gambarro, and he's like, Gambarro, new designer? And she goes, no, old slut.
Old slut. Also, when she's on the phone with Christina too, I will say that like Christina, our very good friend Ashley Jensen,
just you wait,
where she's just like, I don't understand what you're saying.
There's a lot of words coming at me, and I don't understand.
So no one is like understanding what Betty is saying when she talks about Gina Gambarro.
That's true, because Queens is a completely like nobody even understands the language at all.
When Mark gets back with the
book, speaking of Queens,
and he's in the velour sweatsuit, and Vanessa, she says, and Wilhelmina goes, "How was Queens?" And that's my Wilhelmina impression, by the way.
Well, here's my Mark. It was the lost city of Hoochieville. I died. Wait, I do have to give a shout out to Kevin Sussman.
Yes.
And America.
Yes.
They have a very sweet Betty moment. And
That's
you know,
right.
Betty and Walter moment. It was very cute. And like they had a spark and the batteries was blah, blah, blah. But my favorite part was when Daniel walks in and Kevin's like, what's up?
Yeah.
And he like gives his like Staten Island realness. Because for anybody who doesn't know, Kevin Sussman's from Staten Island. He is? Yes.
Period.
Yes. So he gave his best, like, what's up? I just died. Okay. Anyway, so also I have to tell you, this has to go into one of our fashion moments.
What?
That velour sweatsuit that Mark walks in on when he has the.
I have it.
You don't.
Not the real one.
Oh.
Not the actual
no,
one.
I thought the actual
It would never
one.
fit me. Are you crazy?
It was huge. Well, because he had his whole fit on underneath.
Exactly.
It. But I mean, it was pretty dope.
I mean, it couldn't have been more 2007.
Yes, that's right.
You know what I mean?
Now,
I had a Juicy
say?
Couture sweatsuit.
It wasn't Juicy Couture though.
No, it wasn't. It was like Rockaware.
Okay, that's right.
It was like baby
fat. It was
fat.
very much more.
Yeah.
Yes, that.
It was like baby fat.
It was very that.
Fat Farm.
Does that? So that you are so. I love you. This is why we're friends. So, keep or leave.
Keep
Sweatsuit.
or leave it.
Sweet sweatsuit.
Oh, keep it.
Right?
Keep.
I even love the gold color of it.
Keep it down.
Okay. He was giving us sweatsuit.
No, don't do the fashion segment yet.
No, I'm not. I have to go along as I go.
Keep it.
Wait, I do love the fact, I have to say in the Mark and Wilhelmina scene that Mark did give America's Next Top Model a shout out.
That's right.
Which I live and die for.
Yeah.
Bring that show back. What are we even doing?
She will not miss an episode of Tyra. No, she didn't. It wasn't America's Next Top Model. It was Tyra, the talk show.
Oh.
Seance.
Seance.
If you could have dinner with anyone.
Well, I'm still saying we have 5 pictures. I just want America's Next Top Model back. Okay. And I also love. Oh, go.
No. I just want to say that, like, I feel that this episode, once again, as it establishes so much of like Hilda, and it establishes so much of like so many characters, right?
Yeah.
I think the Wilhelmina and Daniel dynamic is also like just streamlined.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Where it's just like,
yes,
she is incensed.
Yes.
And he is unprepared.
I love it. I love
it. And that push and pull is so great.
Yeah. And so important to sort of
and also Betty coming in with the save about the unretouched photos.
Yeah. Well, in fairness, it was actually the actress who came in with the save because Betty was leaving.
No, but Betty told Daniel and caught Wilhelmina off guard.
Yes. Fair. Yes. That's right. she was like, oh, you're going to I think you're brave for putting the untouched photos. And he's like, I'm not.
And I think that like that gave Daniel the upper hand with Wilhelmina. Betty saved the day once again, which is obviously like such a through line for our show. Like Betty is the hero. She saves the day.
She is our hero. We need more Betty in our life.
God. I know we do.
Okay, so then
the book,
Well, we go into. I just have to say one line that really, really cracked me up. I don't know if you noticed it when her publicist is like ranting at Daniel about because they lost the book and the who I love. I don't know his name and shame on me.
Oh, he was lovely.
Because he's
in
everything
funny.
and I see him all the time. And
he's
he's one of those journeyman actors.
Yeah.
He's so great. And I apologize to you because you're fucking brilliant in this episode. But he was just ranting and raving and he was like, this is bad. This is Mel Gibson bad.
Yeah.
And by the way, still rings true today.
But this was around the anti-Semitism.
Like we took
rant.
it. We did it.
This was around that time.
This is when people weren't scared.
But I think that the Natalie, because then Natalie comes to Betty's.
There was so much fat shaming in this episode. That's my question to you.
So crazy
because it's really like it's really sort of the way it's couched in this episode is like it's just the way it's done. It's just the way it's done, right? Like you're gonna look fat. Like why not be you but better? And I feel like,
but I can't say in good conscience that it still isn't the same.
I agree.
It's exactly the same.
Agreed, 100%.
I think that we live just in it. Yeah, fine. Maybe you needed to have more, Photoshop acumen at the time. Now, Facetune is at your, at your disposal. Well, people are altering themselves in myriad ways, and it's honestly, I would say it's worse. I would say it's worse now.
Would you?
Yes. I don't think that, because I think that there are very polarized positionalities. It's either you're extremely body positive or extremely body shameful.
So there's not like a middle ground.
There's no middle ground.
I do feel like people are much more sensitive to it now. I mean, like we're walking away from that scene. The camera's walking with Betty, and you hear the publicist saying, like, she's like, well, what's the big deal? And you can hear the publicist saying, like, the fact that you can't lose that weight. You know what I mean?
Right. But I think that is still so, like, exists in the same exact way.
Yeah.
I think that there are so many things that we're going to be talking about on this podcast that we have either moved past or moved forward from, or,
but I think we did it on like a very, like, this was like in your face way, which I don't think it is now. I think it's much more like.
But it's more clandestine.
That's what I'm saying.
But it doesn't mean that it doesn't exist.
Correct.
Like, I think that it's the same.
I will say, I have to say, again, I'm going back to the fashion, but I'm now Becky. Amanda's walking into Daniel's office, and we get a final, like,
she looks hot.
Oh,
she looks hot.
That outfit, I'd wear today.
Hair, the
that
body,
one side up hair with the rest down, the Veronica Lake, the tie, the suit.
When she's inviting him to the opera.
All day. And her fucking, like, and come hither stare.
She is
girl.
Becky Newton smoke show.
Was that you? That was our delicious Terry.
Smoke show.
And that bitch, but you know what? It was this is why, again, like, I know we keep saying the same thing, but there was such a weird, and I will say weird, capital weird, vulnerability to her in that moment. And only that because she really likes him. Yeah.
She really does.
Yeah, she really does.
And guess what? It takes a really incredible,
like, she was vamping it up.
But this is what I was saying earlier about the Becky Newton effect with Amanda, is that the cruelty and everything, like, as we move forward, like, in the show, she is so much more vulnerable. And I feel like, and again, in terms of talking about the writers writing for us, they saw that she was, I would assume, interested in making, like, Amanda more vulnerable. And having there be some humanity to her. Maybe not vulnerability, but like humanity.
Yeah.
I just think that, like, you see that in that scene for sure, that she really likes him. And he doesn't give a
he went with her, but he doesn't care. He's like,
he wants to do naughty things in the alcove in the back. He doesn't care about her.
I also have to give a shout out to our fashion TV host. I can't. God damn it.
She was iconic.
Tell me her name, please, Marky.
I don't know who her name is.
She's so major. She's like major. She's a major.
I don't know from her.
I am really failing. I'm really failing not knowing her. What? Lucy Davis. Lucy Davis. First of all,
the
iconic
look on
lines.
Her face.
Wait, she goes, we make others feel bad to make you feel good. Like, yes. Period. And then she goes, are we seeing a nicer mode? God help us all. Like,
it is like
Lucy.
It was
come on the pod.
Honestly,
I'm obsessed with you.
The
what's happening
for, like, what TMZ became.
That's right. But, like, she did it with style
and she's
that
beautiful.
English, and she's gorgeous. Ugh.
But anyway, like, just wrapping up kind of like the episode, like, Bradford, by the way, in a strange twist of events.
Hot young Bradford in the photo.
I know, he looks great.
Allendale
looks great.
Allendale is also hot.
Yeah, but Allendale, you want to talk about joie de vivre?
I'm going to gross you out right now. He's a daddy. Vomit. Mark's literally ready to vomit.
Cut that out of this podcast.
Don't you dare cut it out of this.
It's so embarrassing for you that you just said that.
It's so cringe. You know what? I embrace my cringe.
You have a 16-year-old daughter.
You can suck it. Dale is hot AF.
He's very handsome.
And you know what? He was hot young too with that Faye in the picture that he
You're
burns.
exhibiting pig-like behavior.
Alan. He just called me a pig, you guys. Come to my defense. Okay, I do love that Betty had her moment of like, we're here, we're queer, and we're not like not we're here, we're queer, but we're here.
She did,
and we're not going to take it. And I loved her little. But my favorite, again, weird. This goes back to her physical comedy of it. She gives this big speech and she throws the paper and she's like, "I'm not going anywhere, and you're not going to get rid of me that easily." And then Daniel's like, "Oh, Betty, I need you," and she just sort of like waves. She's like, okay, I'm done. Like, she's so flippin' brilliant and amazing. And she just sort of like waved and like got down off her chair where she's like weird. Yeah. Like, she's such a weirdo deardo.
But she's such a weirdo deardo.
But I will have to say, Becky gives another fucking iconic line. When America's like, you know, like, I'm not quitting. I'm not quitting. I'm here to stay.
Whatever.
I'm still prettier. I say that to Mark every day.
That's right. When I call her old.
I'm still prettier.
But you know what though? I think that the one thing that I also am learning that I love about this TV show is that you know, we're dealing with such big issues, right?
Yes.
Like talking about body positivity, talking about or lack thereof, right?
Yes.
That we circle back around to the fact that like we always kind of end up on the right side of history.
Well, and also that honesty prevails. Like the girl who was quote unquote fat, she was like, "No, I'm coming clean. I want to," and that all won out. Like that honesty that Betty's true mission on this planet was like to make us all better people and to do it with like fun and sass and style.
And I just and you know, like then Christina fixes up the bunny, for Betty, but I love the fact that Bradford was so down with the unretouched photos and because I don't think, and this is the complex part of it. I think
let's hear
is that it's not because he was invested in body positivity.
No.
He was invested in a narrative that would sell his magazines. I think that is so
that's interesting
to consider because I think that still exists. Right. What is the bottom line for you? Not everything needs to, like, not everyone is invested in making people feel good about themselves.
More of a visionary than maybe even Wilhelmina is. And on that note,
I think that he's just more of a cut and dry capitalist. That's just what it is. It's like, you know, it's giving like the Hearsts. It's giving, you know, it's giving that energy. It's giving Murdoch. You know what I mean? Well, but sell stuff. Fierce or flop. I have something that I'd like to say.
Okay, say it.
Wilhelmina's leopard print peep toe heels in this episode.
It was a flop for me.
Made me want to commit a crime.
Okay, thank you. I'm glad that we agree on this.
Hated it. And guess what? A black cami underneath a white chemise.
The way he is so incensed. If you could see his face right now.
No, I'm telling you, Anna. I was watching it. I said, I hate this outfit. So honestly, my flop for the episode, weirdly enough, controversial.
This is
Wilhelmina is my flop for the episode.
I need you guys to weigh in on this. My flop was the wig.
Well, yeah, that piece. But I was more incensed about the leopard print heels.
I love that about you. You really because mine is the easy one. Yours is like the real fashionista one, and I feel you because
those shoes, in the Payless BOGO deal.
When I saw them kicked off, I was mad about it. I saw
but truth, Anna, that was the buy one get one.
That was a BOGO.
It was a BOGO.
You said BOGO. I cannot. Okay, so Fierce.
Well, my fierce is Amanda in when she invites Daniel to the opera when she's in the white. No, it's Amanda when she's sitting at the desk with the tie on.
That's the same outfit.
No,
yes, it is. You guys weigh in. It is.
It's not.
It is
when she's wearing the black thing with the white shirt when she invites him to the opera. That is not the same. No, it's not the same
tie.
She's not wearing a tie in that one.
When she invites Daniel to the opera.
She's not wearing a tie.
Oh, she took the tie off. Whatever. It's the same outfit.
Well, I like it better with the tie.
I like it better with the tie as well. I agree with you on that.
Also, though.
But my fierce is my fight outfit.
Yeah. That is a fierce outfit.
Obviously not the hair, because I've been told.
The hair was abysmal, but we get better. It gets better.
It does get better.
I've seen you with human hair,
We did start springing for some human.
Yeah, we got some human pieces as we move forward, I recall.
Okay, is there anything else before I can...
And well, we already said that the Mark's tracksuit.
Mark's tracksuit. Fierce.
But to be honest, all the way around... Wilhelmina's looks this episode
weren't killing me.
Flopping.
I agree. I think this was a flop for Wilhelmina's outfits, but that's okay. She still looked sickening and
Daniel
amazing.
Eric looks very handsome.
Jesus.
Eric looks very handsome. Very handsome.
Like stood out.
And that's a sign of the times, though, too, of like that big of a knot with those kind of ties.
We should bring that back. Actually, I liked.
But that's all that I have to say about that.
I like a fat tie.
Shut
up. You're
such a pig.
I hate
Once
you.
again, that's my second pig of the day. So we better wrap this up before we get...
I want to hear from you guys. We want to hear from you guys. Please tell us what you think your fierce and flops were. Do you agree with us? Do you disagree with us? Do we keep it? Do we lose it? What do you think?
And if you disagree, I will come right back at you.
Please, no, we are here for, read us.
We're doing good cop, bad cop. I'm bad cop.
Also, try. Please try to read us. I want you to.
Please write in. I'm sorry. I don't want to scare you.
No. Okay. So you can get us at Viva Betty Podcast on Instagram or email or
VivaBettyPod@gmail.com.
We love you so much.
And you should subscribe and comment on the iHeart app or wherever you get your podcasts.
We are back.
We are so back, and we are so excited.
I actually think this is probably my most excited.
I mean, one of the most iconic characters of Ugly Betty ever.
Ever. And I hear it all the time. Like, nobody will ever stop talking to me about this lady.
Yep.
And but the thing is that we've stayed in touch with this gorgeous creature forever, and she's an icon. And
a legend, a star.
And here she is.
And looks exactly the same.
Ava Gaudet.
What's up, guys?
We are so happy to have you, babe.
I am so happy to be here. I'm going to crash out.
I might actually start crying, because I'm looking at your face and first of all, you look exactly the same. How dare you?
I swear to God.
So do you.
No, she does. I don't know what goes on, but
I sacrifice animals.
Meanwhile, I'm over here. Anyway.
Looking amazing, gorgeous.
Hilarious, because when I was texting Ava to come on, she's like, is there a video component? And I was like, yeah, there is. But, Marky and I just show up looking like a mess. And she was like, girl. And I was like, girl. She was like, don't even try it.
She was trying to sabotage you, Gina Hilda vibes.
I was doing method.
We are, but we are genuinely so excited for you to be here.
Love.
Because as we tell every guest, I'm watching the show for the first time.
Oh, did you not know that Marky has never seen the actual show?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yes.
So I've seen the pilot and I've seen the series finale. So I've never seen anything. I don't know.
Speak on it, Mark. Speak on it.
What?
Speak on it. I need to know.
Well, speaking on it, I suppose that I just didn't want to look at my braces and feel ugly. The body dysmorphia was coming to fruition. During these years.
My God. Seriously?
But the thing is that I feel like it's so exciting to watch it now because I feel so far away from that kid. But like Gina Gambarro is like everything. And I also the thing is that maybe I have not watched it, but I remember making it. And you were always such an incredible person to be around.
We were so close to you. I'm looking at our notes, and it says what? That you were in 5 episodes, and I feel like you were in every episode.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. It did feel like just in those little, circumstances that we were in together that we really like became this family. We became these people with this relationship, and it happened so quickly. My daughter.
Oh my God.
Oh no, bring the dog in.
No, her daughter.
My daughter.
You're such a gay man.
They're going for a walk.
Bring the dog in.
Your dog, you have an adorable dog. No, I'm like, she's a kid.
It's like that's her daughter. But you are like, I just remember how warm and just incredible you were to be around, just as an actress, but also as a person. Like when we've been talking so much about like the development of this family and all of that, and you're just such an integral part of that, and we're so happy to have you here to be able to talk about it, because and we want to talk we're going to get into everything because there's so much to talk to you about, but let's just talk about the Gina Gambarro of it all. Yes.
So like you came in so the thing that we've sort of been discovering is that we came into the pilot episode as almost as fully formed characters, because it was so it was so unique in that sense. Like we were just, I knew who everybody was off the bat. I knew from the first line who Hilda was, who Justin, like from their first line. And the same holds true even more so for you as Gina. So like, how did you, first of all, and we've also had a lot of fun talking about sort of the audition process of it. So please tell us how you got the role of Gina and like the audition process. You were in New York, right?
I was in New York. And first of all, I have to go back a second, Mark. That was the sweetest thing I've ever heard. And thank you for saying that, feeling that. I obviously feel the same way about all of you guys.
We're obsessed with you.
We are.
Same. I was in New York. I was working on I was in a Broadway show.
Pardon me.
I know.
Say less.
But you know what the funny thing was? I didn't have an agent. I didn't have a manager. I had no representation. I was just like scrappy. You know what I mean? I was young. Yeah. I was like trying to do the thing and do it on my own. So Chelsea brought me in because they knew me. Like luckily,
I remember those offices, child.
So do I.
And lucky for me, we made a relationship in my time doing Rent. So came in for the first audition, and it's like you said, I knew who she was.
Mm-hmm.
Like I knew who she was, you know?
That's right.
And so I just did the thing. I tried to make it fun. Can I tell you something else?
Please.
That was the first time I ever auditioned for a television.
Really?
Stop
ever.
Stop.
Ever. I didn't know what I was doing.
You would never.
I had no idea.
No,
I was making it up.
What we've said about all of us from Jump is there was literally no one else on earth who could have played that
could have
character.
done it. Yeah,
no one
that could have done it.
No one.
And
absolutely.
I cannot imagine. I mean, Gina Gambarro. Like I just again watching it for the first time. I'm just having a fucking blast watching you. Like it is just like she is so like, because I only knew you as like Ava, you know what I mean? Like and not having watched it, that I'm like, I love Gina. Like Gina she's a nightmare, but she's fun. And I want to watch her.
Did you have any sort of reference for Gina, or did you just sort of like make her up in your own head? Like for me, for Hilda, I definitely pulled, I mean, Hilda's definitely me. Let's not even front. But like it's definitely also my family and my cousins and sort of all of that.
Yeah, I did. So it was sort of a combination of Adriana from The Sopranos.
Yeah.
That was like Sopranos time, but like make her in like a comical world. And so I thought of all my friends and my family in Rhode Island who are very Italian. Like that set that they built for Gina's house is like, that's it. That's that with all the gold.
I mean,
and
all the gold
and the things.
Baby.
Yep.
Plastic covered couch.
My Italian family in Philadelphia. It's giving very that tea.
Yes.
It. So in terms of Gina, I mean, I feel like Hilda and Gina were sort of two sides of the same
They were
coin.
foils for each other.
Yeah, I love. By the way, I've never had it since. Like, I've never had a nemesis.
Yeah.
That could really give me as good as I got. And I feel like that relationship was so juicy and good for me. Like when we fought.
And I will say too, one of my favorite lines, like of the episodes that I've seen, is the exchange between the two of you. You broke my plasma.
Let me tell you, I can't go to like a family dinner.
Say this
without hearing someone say. I mean, yeah, like that
you
has
broke my
me.
plasma.
I'm telling you, Christmas dinner. Someone's telling me that I broke their plasma.
I guess we owe you $3,000
and 50 cents. But I remember that fight scene between us, which was, whenever I watch it, to me, it just brings me so much joy because it's so flippin' hilarious. Like, when do we ever get to do stuff like that? Like the physical comedy of it all and us just sort of going at it. And I think you're so, you're so real in it. I mean, I think that we were all
you look fucking hot.
By the way.
Sorry.
You know what, though? I can't help watching that second episode where there was so much hair clipped into my head.
We've been talking a lot about hair on this podcast.
4 times the size that it normally is. I was like, there must have been like 5 packages of clip-in hair extensions.
We've been talking a lot about hair on this program.
We've been talking a lot about hair. They did epic. Right by you. I think your extensions were actually some of the better ones. Well,
no, she had all of the bundles that should have been in your ponytail. Because you had 2 strands of hair in your ponytail.
We should have shared. I don't know why. They just gave it all to me.
Well, it doesn't matter.
I have things to say about this.
Please.
So first thing to say is I think it's really interesting, and I don't know if you remember this or like clocked this, but in the pilot episode, I really feel like they were intending Gina to be Betty's nemesis.
Mm-hmm.
And then something happened, and I don't know when or where, that they were like, oh, no. This is between Hilda and Gina.
Yeah.
And then it became like, and that was the running thing, which I love. I don't know why that happened, how that happened, but I love that it happened.
That is so interesting because I never thought of it that way. I'm very proprietary of you.
Yeah, she does have a big ownership.
No, I really have a very big ownership. I'm always like, Ava's mine.
No, she's like, I'll text Ava.
Don't worry. I got Ava. Ava's
like, I got
it. Like, Ava and I talk. We're in touch. Like, I know everything. Yeah. But that's so funny. You're right. And it would make sense because of the whole Walter situation and everything like that. That's so interesting. But the thing is, people always talk about chemistry between female and male actors and how that's a thing. But I don't think people talk enough about, like just characters who like actors or characters that have chemistry. And I think Hilda and Gina had such chemistry that it was sort of undeniable. And we always talk about how these writers were so brilliant to sort of pick up on all the little nuances and really run with it. And one of the reasons I think we were so successful is because they did do that. And, it's so, I've never, ever thought of it from that angle, but you're right. We had, just you and I had such chemistry. And the characters
from jump
had such chemistry. Yeah. You're right that they wrote to that and really made this incredible sort of,
this rivalry. That was so that, but it was so funny, and it was also like just as again like watching it for the first time, like the show itself. It's a completely different experience than being there, right?
Yes.
Like where I'm just like, oh, like everyone was just really good friends, and but I feel like that lends itself to like incredible creativity, where the two of you were like really good friends, and that and respected one another, and that like created amazing art.
Well, for people who don't know, she's actually like the most amazing singer. Yeah. And like, she's in Rent. I don't know if you heard earlier.
Have you heard about
Broadway before she did that.
Have you heard about it?
And she performs now, and she's an incredible singer and all of the things. But like, did you ever think, since this was your first TV experience, which I had no idea, because you came on like a pro.
I didn't know.
Like, I thought you.
But girl, the way that the theater divas come onto the screen, it's easy. Yeah. It's easy.
I don't know.
It's easy to tone them down. It's harder to turn them up.
That's right.
I guess that's true. That is true. I really hold so much regard and love and appreciation in my heart for everyone on set. Like all the people that I was interacting with. And yes, our chemistry, Anna, was just like instant and wonderful. And I ended up feeling so comfortable. But honestly, I was scared to death.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
I did not know who to talk to, where to go. I had never done this before. I go for my wardrobe fitting. It's Patricia Field. Like, I don't know what to do. I'm going to die. You know what I mean?
Field.
Yes.
And I'm like, I don't know what I've gotten myself into. And then at some point there was just this like disarming quality about being with you all. Like I just ended up feeling comfortable, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to think about the camera. I'm not going to think about all this technical stuff that I don't know anything about quite yet. I'm just going to like vibe with my girl, and we're just going to like have some fun.
I love that. So you had to come out to LA for all of it. I'm just realizing that now.
Yeah, we didn't shoot that in New York.
Because you're New York based.
Yes, I was. And here's how this happened. I don't know if you all know, like all the craziness that happened within a few months of each other, that like the trajectory of my life, I don't even know where to begin. Okay.
Tell.
I was in Rent, Broadway show, wonderful, amazing experience.
Who are you playing in Rent, by the way?
I played Maureen.
Of course you did. Anyway, continue on.
Right. So I get this audition. At the same time, I find out, I'm not trying to take this down, but this happened in my life. I found out that I had thyroid cancer. I was young. I was in my 20s. I don't know even where this came from. So here I am, all at the same time. I'm taking a leave of absence from the Broadway show to have surgery on my throat and hope to death that I don't lose my voice and like never be able to sing again. My husband and fiance at the time, were trying to plan a wedding. We were like, screw it. We're getting married at New York City Hall.
Yeah.
Got married at New York City Hall.
Yeah.
Booked our honeymoon. And then I booked Ugly Betty. And do you know, I almost didn't take it because it conflicted with my honeymoon. And I was like, baby, I can't do this. I mean, like, we already booked our honeymoon. My husband was like, we're moving the honeymoon. You're doing the show.
Thank you, husband.
Thank God to your husband. Thank God.
Here's a really funny story. I got the call back for Gina after I had my surgery. And so I don't know if you can see. So I have like my little scar right there. It's a little tiny.
Yeah.
Little tiny. But at the time, like my neck was glued together. And I was like, I feel like Frankenstein. Like I can't walk into this callback like this, you know? So I put this little scarf around my neck, like so not
Not
this
Gina.
was not Gina.
Right.
This is not Gina.
I love it. I love
to
this.
do.
I love it.
So the casting director is coming in and out of the room because like producers are in the room, and he was like, could you maybe take off the thing? And I told him, I was like, I just had thyroid surgery and I have a thing. And so he goes in, he's like, well, she just had a tracheotomy. And
not tracheotomy.
That's not it. That's not
That's
the one.
not what happened.
That's not the one.
But by the way, say that.
Let's just
say that.
Okay, so you're like,
I just had a tracheotomy and she needs to do. And I was like, oh my God, this is a bad start. And I walk into the room and I try to do my best, and I just like.
And by the way, your best was the best.
The best. There's no one else for this.
Yeah, exactly. Like what Anna was saying before. I mean, we can't imagine watching the show that anyone that plays any character like that anyone else could play them. No. Do you know what I mean? Like it's just like. And when we
I'm glad that your husband knew that as well.
And yeah, your husband knew that. But I also think that when we were talking about what guests we wanted to have on to this podcast, you were in the top.
Oh my God, I love you guys.
I'm not even kidding at all.
No, you were very much at the top of the list because I just feel that like we kick off the series. And the season.
I mean, even just you leaning up against your on the stoop and it's just a shot of you. You're not even talking.
Exactly.
And it's just a shot of you leaning against your stoop, filing your fucking nails. And we were like,
And that is just like talent and everything that we want to really bring to this podcast, like where it's not just about the main cast or things like that. Like we want, like
it's like the vibe of the show too is that sort of, we were talking to Mark Worthington, who was our production designer, and it's just like it's just sort of became this incredible family. So here's my question also. So are you, oh my God, wait, so Terry has just given me a note that says
Terry Weinberg is sitting in the room right now.
Terry Weinberg's right here right now, looking at your gorgeous face. She's waving at you.
She's waving at you.
And she has to like she has to like add in her interjections that when you were filing your nails leaning against the stoop, she and Silvio were extras walking by holding hands. Which now I have to go by and look and see that.
I have to go back and look.
Amazing.
I didn't even see that.
I mean, that gives Odd Couple a whole new meaning.
Well,
so Ava, do you now by the way, it's been 20 years.
Almost, it'll be 20 years in March. 20 years in March.
20 years.
I can't believe it.
Could you imagine?
Do you
flew by.
I'm 31 years old, Ava.
I love it.
Me too, Ava. I'm 31 too.
Grown-ass man. So am I. 31.
Me, I'm 31. I'm 35. Okay, so meanwhile, I literally just put a new estrogen patch on. So,
I love you.
What? Where's the lie? So do people still, because for me, obviously we're like in the Betty universe, like it's sort of seeped in us, but do you get like, do people still talk to you about Betty? Do you hear from Betty fans? Do they talk to you? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, for sure. So I've been teaching a lot, these days, and so I'm teaching at a performing arts charter school right now.
Lucky
among
kids.
Other things, I'm still doing all the things. I always have 4 jobs at a time. Yeah, exactly. But when I don't know how long it's been streaming on Netflix, or it was on Netflix for a while.
It was on Netflix.
Yes,
I think
and now it's on Hulu.
Yeah.
Okay. So my students saw, and they were like, "Miss, I saw you on Netflix. You're on Netflix, right?" And then I like do the math, and I'm like, "That was 5 years before you were born."
That's bonkers.
But yes, yeah, that was
That's me.
And also, if there is a TikTok edit of Gina, I get 500 forwards from my students. being like, "Miss, it's you. You're famous." It's a TikTok edit.
But by the way,
love
that's
a good TikTok edit. I'm not gonna lie.
That's also the reason why we're even doing this podcast, why this podcast even exists, really, is that the reinvigoration of like people watching the show, like especially young people. And so it's funny to like, be on Instagram or like even walk down the street and like these young teenagers be like, "Oh my God, it's Justin from Ugly Betty." They're gay.
Yeah.
They're gay, of course.
They're gay.
They're gay.
I
They're
love
gay,
that.
of course. But
Well, yeah, but by the way, they're still like screaming, "Hilda!" They're gay.
they're
I know
gay,
they scream gay.
but they're older.
Yeah. You know what?
Gen X.
I'm mad at you.
Gen X.
I get young people. Ava,
Yeah.
I
No,
get young
mine are
people.
more
Young
Gen
people.
Z. Mine are more Gen Z. More Gen Z.
Whatever.
But I will say,
Whatever.
I know, so whatever, so flipping whatever too. But I will say, the thing that I get a lot of, I really do get a lot of like, "Are you and Gina still friends?" And I'm like, first of all, her name is Ava.
Oh my
And yes, we are.
gosh.
Yes,
And
we
when
are.
and by the way, when we were thinking about our guests, the first, of course, you were one of the first people that came to our mind. But Anna, like, truly was like, "Oh yeah, I'll just hit her up right now."
I'm literally gonna
easy.
text her right now.
Like, easy. But my last question to you is, 20 years later, right?
Yeah.
It's been 20 years. What does Gina Gambarro and just the show mean to you now?
Oh my gosh. It set the bar for me. It really did. I mean, I really feel like in my career in the past 20 years, everything gets like set to that bar. And it was such a high bar because not only was the script amazing and the show was amazing and all the cast was amazing, but it was iconic. Like everybody knew it was going to be iconic even when it was happening. And as far as the role for me, it's hard to find something like that where you have the ability to like add the creativity and allow for the character to grow and change and add yourself to it. And I loved that I had that opportunity, and it was just it's hard to come by roles like that.
Yeah.
We reserve the right to continue to ask you back because there's so much more, Gina, to come. And
Yes.
to your
Yes.
point, there was so much redemption for us. There was redemption for Hilda and Gina. There was redemption for just Gina on her own. There's so much more that like happens. Like right now, you're coming on after our rewatch of the second episode, but there's so much more. I don't want spoiler alert, but like we have a whole other thing. So I'm reserving the right to come back to you.
Well, you have
Oh my
to
God,
come back.
please.
And
You have
please,
to
my
come
God.
back.
but also,
Yes.
shoot, I was going to ask you something. Dang it.
I mean, well, the thing that I would like to ask is that part of the bit of this podcast is also to I don't know, propel forward a limited series or a movie.
Yes.
And would Gina Gambarro come back for this movie? Or
It's a limited series.
My goodness. Do you have to ask?
No, we really don't.
Like,
I don't
Gina
know that
will
we
just
do.
show up. Like, Gina doesn't need to even be invited.
Like, you didn't invite
He's
me
just gonna
here.
knock on the door and be like, "What's up, guys? I heard you were having a party."
There is no reboot without Gina Gambarro.
Gina Gambarro is
please
still
make
is
it known.
happening. It's happening.
There is
Oh
a whole
my gosh.
situation, I think, where we sort of have our own.
I
arc.
just feel like, don't you want to know what happened with her?
What do you think? What do you think
all
happened
that
with
I
her?
want to know is
No,
what
wait,
happened
what do
with
you
her.
think happened
Right.
with her?
Are you kidding?
I feel like she was on.
Does she have kids
like,
now?
Like, no, I feel like,
No.
probably. She was like a Real Housewives of Queens. Something like that.
Real Housewives of Jackson Heights.
Of Jackson Heights.
Dead.
Yeah.
Dead.
Dead.
Yes.
That's what I feel like.
By the way, that's all I want to watch right now.
Well,
Is-
that's
Is
for
Gina
a
on-
bonus episode. We are like,
what are you currently doing right now? I know, like, by the way, we tried to get her a couple of days and she's very busy shooting and working and being like a busy, amazing human. So what are you working on right now?
I'm working on right now. So yeah, I just shot a couple of episodes on a new series for Apple TV.
Pardon me.
It's called Widow's Bay. I signed an NDA, but truly I don't know much about the show other than what I did on it.
Period.
We're all watching it.
It's going to be really cool. Yeah, it seems like it's going to be really cool. I had a couple of movies on Lifetime just come out, like
me too, sis.
Last week.
Collect that coin, sister.
You gotta stay busy. You gotta stay busy.
And where can we find you on all the socials?
Socials at Ava Gaudet everywhere. Just my name.
Get it.
You look.
Do you know how much I adore you and I'm obsessed with you and I love you?
I love you and I am
dead
obsessed
gorgeous.
with you.
Like, you're so stunningly beautiful. I might not actually be able to be on camera with you because it's not fair.
Oh, come on. But I think next time, I'm going to just hop a flight to LA so I can like give you hugs. Because I miss you and I love you.
You heard it here, people. We're going to have her in studio.
And we have to hold her to it.
We're holding you to it because you are going to be recurring. We might have like a whole like Gina Gambarro segment.
There's so much more Gina Gambarro.
I love you so much.
I love you both
love and adore you
so much.
Tell her I adore her.
Terry, did you hear Terry?
And Terry said loves and adores you.
Love you.
I love you so much. Thank you for doing this.
Oh God, you're the best.
Thank you for having me, and I can't
never
wait to
leave
see you guys
us
and talk to you guys again.
Love
never.
You. Mwah.
Love you.
Mwah.
Ciao.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh my God, you guys! Wow.
I mean,
Ava Gaudet, icon, goddess,
always
queen,
cool,
always cool, always like, beautiful,
just always
giving
cool.
East Coast New York realness.
And you have had more of a relationship with her, like subsequently.
I stalk her
than I have.
I stalk her,
but I'm just saying,
it's
like from the time
healthy.
I'm 12 years old,
I know.
I'm like, she's still cool.
She's still cool. She was never not cool.
And also, she really does look drop dead gorgeous.
Those green eyes, I want to poke them right out of her head.
She looks exactly the same.
It's not okay. But we will say we're so thankful.
No, I don't
know
what kind of baby blood she's drinking.
Well, let me in on it. I'll go to the bottom
of
that
listeners,
pizzeria.
If you have any refs, any wrecks, be tight.
I'll go to the basement of that pizzeria.
I swear to God.
All right. We love you.
We love you.
Thank you to Ava. Thank you, Mark. I love you so much.
Love you so much. Viva Betty.
Mwah.
All right, everybody. Before we go, we have been seeing all of your comments and messages on our Instagram.
Thank you
Viva
so
Betty Podcast.
much.
It has been so awesome to be hearing from you guys, just like feeling all of the love. It's so awesome.
Thank you for the support.
And yeah, we're so happy for your support. And we're gonna read some fan questions right now. This is our first time doing it.
Can I read you? Because you have to answer this question. Can I read it to you?
Sure.
Okay.
All right.
From Silvio's T33. Ugly Betty had such a strong and lasting impact on my life, especially Justin. I felt so represented as a young gay boy from the south of Italy. Hello. Betty made me dream big and believe in myself no matter how I look. I want to ask both of you, what is the most precious and fun memory that you have on shooting of the whole show? Like, what's the first best thing about it that comes to your mind? XO from Italy. Well, first of all, thank you, Silvio.
Thank you so much for your question. For me, I think that we've as the podcast goes on, like you'll hear probably a lot about this, but just the feeling of, it's not one specific thing. It's the feeling of protection that I felt from my entire Ugly Betty community, my best friends, from Anna, from America, to Tony, to Vanessa, to Michael, the list goes on. And I think that I felt really secure in who I was because I was told that who I was beautiful and perfect.
You are beautiful and perfect.
Don't cry.
I'm going to try not to.
What was yours?
Oh, God. I couldn't possibly think of the most precious and fun memory because they kind of all were. But I think one of them definitely was sort of shooting the pilot and that like first table read of meeting everybody and just getting together and meeting you that first time and just being like, you're my son, and just being weird. And that immediate feeling of like Tony said, like, oh, we're on to something. And that it was all unique to all of us because we were all in it together. So that was one of my favorite memories, was that first table read of just all of us like
percolating kind of.
Yeah.
It was I don't know, the energy was just there from the jump. And I don't think that I agree with you. I don't think that there's one specific
it's hard. That's a hard
moment, you know. Okay, this one's for you, babe.
Oh.
This one is from who is Ash Warren? Ash Michelle Warren.
I know her.
Anna's casting story.
Well,
weren't you doing wait.
Go ahead.
Let me read it.
Okay.
Weren't you doing Wrong Turn at Lungfish during this time? Gary told me that you were doing the play and casting people came in and saw you, and that's how you got this. Is that true? I know that this was 20 years ago, but I remember him telling me this.
So, hi, Ash. Ash was actually babysat my daughter when she was a baby, and I met Ash at this theater here in Los Angeles. It was called the Falcon Theater. Now it's called the Gary Marshall Theater. I was doing a play that Gary Marshall wrote and directed with Hector Elizondo, the iconic Puerto Rican, amazing actor who's in every single Gary Marshall movie ever. And I was doing a play, and I don't remember. I remember Sandy Logan was the casting director at ABC, and she cast me in this play, and I had to fight for this part, but I got it because of Hector. Hector was like, she's the girl. She's the girl. They wanted somebody else. I'm not going to tell you who.
Oh. Off the air.
Maybe if y'all are nice, I'll tell you. But I got the part anyway. It was an amazing play, an amazing run. I met Julie Andrews. I mean, it was Gary Marshall. So like all the Hollywood icons from everything came out to see this play. So I don't doubt, Ash, that it may have sparked something for Betty, but I don't know. I don't know the answer to that, but I know that doing Wrong Turn at Lungfish with Gary directing, Hector Elizondo was my co-star, and also Jason Gedrick played my boyfriend. It was an amazing play, an amazing time, and anybody who can ever go see live theater, do it.
Yeah, you're so right.
Okay. From Dakota Marley, what were your thoughts on the reconfiguration of the mode office once the show moved to NYC? I'm just one of those people who binges something so much they notice the major changes. I love that, Dakota.
Yes, we love that, Dakota, because we do that with every single television show or movie that we watch.
We're right there with you, sis.
Like being in it and you know, being on sets and this and that, you know, continuity and things like that are so you know, I think that like honestly a lot of people like get annoyed with me when I'm like, that's not the same.
That's different. She wasn't wearing that. Yeah.
I actually don't I wish that I mean my thoughts on the reconfiguration, I don't really find that there, to be honest, I don't know that there were that many.
I don't even remember now that you're saying it, but I will say I think it can
there weren't
forgiving
because we were all on. We were on a set.
The tube was always the same,
right? Like we were on, but the pilot
was its own thing.
Was its own thing, and that was the
and
bones of it.
But
then once we went into studio, I believe that it always just stayed the same.
I mean, they did. I think there were some sort of redos here and there, but I think like any office, you sort of redecorate, and that especially a fashion office, I think that's.
But I think that there might have been just like even it wasn't necessarily a reconfiguration. There might have even just been add-ons too.
Yeah.
Because I remember when this is later in the series, but like when Betty wasn't at like Daniel's desk anymore, when she was in her own kind of office, like the associate editors thing. I remember that like when Justin would go back, like that I think that they just like built more onto it, just added onto it. So I don't necessarily think it was a reconfiguration. I think that it was just
thank you for noticing, Dakota.
No, I mean, what a great eye. That is awesome.
Any more questions, please ask us.
Yeah, this is fun. This is my favorite part of doing the whole pod, to be honest.
We'll dish, by the way. I know I said I wouldn't tell you, but I will tell you.
No, and ask us really, ask us the tea.
Love you guys.
Next week we're doing episode 3. We're doing Queens for a Day with Terry Weinberg, who sits right over here.
Terry Weinberg.
The entire time. So we've got Terry on next week as a guest, and that is going to be incredible. We're delving into not only just the episode, but just the entire impetus of making Ugly Betty and getting it to be what it ended up becoming for all of you guys.
So. Tune in, people.
So
love you guys.